Hey everybody, and welcome back to the LuckyDog podcast. This is your host today, Elias. With me today is
Kellie.
Hey Kelly, so what are your impressions coming off of Season 1, Episode 4 of Hannibal?
Getting a little weird.
Getting a little kooky?
Getting a little weird, getting a little crazy. What are we talking about?
Just impressions of the general episode. And
It reminded me of the movie. Just now, that scene at the table.
Well, you saw the movie?
I saw the movie a long time ago. I don't remember it, but I remember the part where...
The Hannibal... You saw the actual Hannibal scene?
Yeah.
When he's, eating
the brain.
Yeah.
That's what... With the girl sitting there, that's what it kind of reminded me of.
Oh, okay.
So, it was a really good episode, I think.
Right. So, I believe it... Overall, I thought it was a pretty solid episode. I think it's probably on the lower tier of the top 3.
Yeah.
Top 5 so far. But it's not a bad episode. It
felt a little bit like a CSI episode.
It did feel like a CSI episode because it was, it's, the last few episodes have been very, serial killer of the week, kinda. Yeah. And I'm not so much of a, serial killer of the week. I'm more of like a long story form. I like overarching stories that go to episode.
Yeah.
But I also do like this this serial killer of the week too.
Yeah.
This one kind of focused on it a little bit more than I would have probably liked. Because that was one of the least interesting things about the episode. The mom having, snatching up kids and killing their parents and folks. I didn't think it was that interesting.
I feel like it's like drawing us away from
Hannibal. Yeah, I do too.
I don't like it.
Well, and it makes me feel like he had nothing to do with her at all.
Mm-mm.
Like, I'm pretty sure he had no influence on her.
Yeah, this is just a random thing, just come out of nowhere.
Right.
A woman who's abducting kids. That's what, to me, makes it feel like a CSI episode.
Right, it just kind of feels not intertwined with the overarching story.
Yeah.
So, besides the fact that they had some really shocking imagery with I think both families being shot and killed, and I was kind of expecting it to go a little bit more. I was left feeling a little bit unsatisfied, and I didn't completely understand where the lady was coming from.
Yeah.
And I almost wanted just to see her do it, actually.
Yeah.
I feel like we didn't catch the killer. We just got the lady. Got a lady. I know she was the killer. The entire.
She was having the kids do it,
and the kids were doing it as well. But I wanted to see it happen. I guess.
Yeah.
Because I didn't feel like we actually got her. All we saw was the very, very last aftermath.
Yeah.
So ultimately, I wasn't a big fan of the side story.
Mm.
It was pretty interesting at the very beginning. We saw Hannibal in Will's place, and at first you think he's broken in.
I did. And I thought he was trying to leave some sort of clue that he was there.
Yeah.
And then when he stabbed his finger with the hook, I was like, this is going to be evidence for something later. They're going to find Hannibal's blood on this thing later.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting if they did.
Mm-hmm.
But even if they did now, they didn't know why. Because he was allowed permission into the building, into his house. From a story perspective, I don't think that we went too much further from Will's side. It was more Hannibal and Abigail's side, and it seems that Hannibal and Will are kind of intertwined with trying to provide some sort of parental figure to Abigail.
I don't know why.
I don't think it's so much as Will. I think Will just kind of feels responsible a little bit just because he shot the father. But Hannibal is going the extra mile, giving this girl drugs, telling her how to kill, telling her she needs to repress her emotion, kind of thing. And
yeah. Well, he's just prepping her to become what he wants her, to do the shit he wants her to do.
Right, it's stone cold.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy to see where this Abigail Hobbs chick ends up at the end of the series.
Yeah.
She's gonna be all sorts of fucked up, if not dead. What if she... No, I say what if she kills Hannibal? Hannibal can't die, you know?
Yeah.
It's his show. It's
if he dies, then what's it about?
Show's over. So, maybe at the end of the show he goes to jail or something like that, and then he escapes. I'm really curious if they're gonna play this show like this is young Hannibal Lecter, because in Silence of the Lambs he's already captured.
Yeah.
He's captured by the police, but by the end of that movie, spoiler alert, he's out.
Yeah.
So I'm curious if that's what's gonna happen.
Well, what was, I know it's got nothing to do with the show now, but how did he get out?
I think
there was no proof to show where he killed people?
No. I think he outsmarted people when he was in Silence of the Lambs. He outsmarted the guards.
Oh.
Yeah. He was incredibly smart, so it was Anthony Hopkins too, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't find Hannibal that scary. Or just
he's kind of intense, but not.
He's intense, but he's not
and I think because of what he's doing with that
he's very passive aggressive.
Yeah.
Like, if aggressive at all. I mean, I wouldn't even call him aggressive, but
yeah.
But if he wants something done, he's not gonna get up in your face to do it. He kind of does it smartly.
Yeah.
But Doctor, I think it's the other lady that looks like Kristen Bell with black hair. I think it was a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
She's a psychologist. She was taking the place of Abigail's mother in the mushroom tripping scene.
Mm-hmm. The dinner scene.
Yeah. So, what do you think about her? Do you think I think she is stepping in some sticky shit, like some sticky situation. She's going to be in deep shit here in a few episodes.
Do you think Hannibal's going to end up hurting her or killing her?
Abigail?
No,
Kristen Bell. Kristen Bell lookalike. Yeah, definitely. I think that that's bound to happen.
We've heard her name a million times. I don't know how we don't remember.
I thought it was Elena. I keep saying it was Elena, but I'm not sure. Dr. Elena Brown. I don't know, but yeah, I think she's going to be in some deep shit here in a few episodes.
Yeah.
Did we miss anything? It was kind of an easy episode to recap.
It was, yeah. Because it was all about those families.
It was basically two storylines.
And then
Abigail and
having dinner.
Yeah. I thought that was a really good scene between Lawrence Fishburne and his wife. We haven't seen anything between him and his wife, and the one thing that we do, it was like dropping a bomb.
Yeah.
And you can kind of see...
Like showing that they have problems or something.
You know, it shows them that they're older, that they've thought about having kids, that they kind of regret it now, you know, at this point. It really gave some backstory with doing, very little, you know?
Yeah. His wife is obviously unhappy.
I wouldn't say obviously unhappy. I would just unhappy with that specific question.
Yeah.
I don't think she's obviously unhappy. Because I didn't think that she was clearly frustrated or annoyed until after the question had been posed.
Yeah.
And he didn't think about it. So, and plus there's adoption. I really hate when shows don't show adoption as an option. Coming from, as an adopted individual, I would like that to be proposed. It doesn't sound that crazy of an idea.
Yeah.
People do it all the time. So when they say that I can't, when she said she couldn't, I can totally understand why it affects her on a physical level to an extent. But at least pose the idea. It's not impossible.
Throw it out there.
Yeah, you're in the FBI. You could probably, I'm sure you get 100 kids that you could probably take in,
Yeah.
Hell, he could take in that one kid that had the problem, that tried to kill the family.
Yeah. But would he want to?
I know. I'm just saying. There's probably a lot of kids that are going through the system.
Oh, yeah.
That didn't kill their family. That didn't attempt to kill their family.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But overall...
It was a good episode. It just... I don't find the woman trying to take these kids. We don't know what her motive is behind saying, like, that family is just a stepping stone to your real family. Like, do we know why she's feeling or saying that shit to those kids.
Exactly. It didn't give any backstory to that, and I have a feeling these next few episodes aren't going to do anything to flesh it out.
You don't think so?
I don't think these characters are big enough integral parts of the story.
Yeah. I kind of hope not. I kind of hope that it doesn't keep trickling down and taking time away from the Hannibal stuff.
Yeah. You see what I see? What I think is going to happen is there's going to be some sort of serial killer of the week style episode up until like maybe 6 or 7. And then when 6 or 7 hops around episode, then we're going to start focusing on Hannibal as a suspect, yeah. Because I still they know they don't have the individuals with whoever hung up Madison. You know?
Yeah.
They don't have the copycat killer.
I feel like that's just kind of been
lingering.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they didn't discuss it this entire episode.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that was the main difference in the type of killing that has been going on in the main episodes. This was very CSI.
Yeah.
And the other last few episodes have been just extreme killing, acts of killing. You know, people getting their organs taken out.
Like artsy killing.
Yeah, artsy killing. Artsy kill. You can call that. I think that's what's...
I mean, shooting someone with a gun is just regular ass murder.
Yeah, okay, so you're right. So the type of killing is completely different.
Yeah.
In this episode.
I'm kind of disappointed with the type of killing from this episode.
Yeah, and I thought they tried to make it dark and deep with having the family. Why was there a kid in the oven, or in the fireplace?
They think it was the kid that was sent there to shoot his family.
Oh.
And did you not catch that part?
And he said he wasn't going to do it?
No, he did it, but he didn't do it right. Yeah. So the other lady had to do it. And so she shot him for not doing it.
She shot him and put him in the oven? Or in the fireplace?
Yeah.
Fuck. That, like, the imagery was still dark. Like, it was dark. It was just like people getting shot.
I didn't find the kid being in the fireplace as disturbing as I thought I was going to the first time I saw it, because like it looks like a little statue.
Yeah. It was hard when I first watched it. It was pretty late, and I was like, "This is really dark." And I personally don't like watching families get murdered before I go to sleep.
Yeah, no.
So I threw some SpongeBob on there. I was like,
we're gonna do a SpongeBob podcast eventually.
Yeah. Oh, I've actually got episode 1, season 1.
I will not be doing a SpongeBob podcast with you.
It's hilarious. This is a great...
Let's get down to the nitty-gritty of SpongeBob.
We need to get the nitty-gritty.
First impressions.
You betray me. Alright, so...
Oh, God.
It was a good episode. Definitely slightly tonally different, but, still some of that good Hannibal. We're ready to hop on the next episode.
I am.
Until next time.
I'm ready.
Rate, share, subscribe. Check out the entire podcast library on YouTube, SoundCloud, Apple, iTunes, Player, TuneIn, Overcast, all the good ones, all the popular ones. I don't know, there's so many. Everyone, thank you for listening, and Kelly,
what?
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Quick disclosure about episode 5.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh my God! If you're about to watch episode 5 and you haven't already watched it,
prepare yourself.
Jesus Christ, yeah. If
sit straight up in the bed, don't be laying down.
If you've ever seen Saw, it's somewhere in between the first 3.
Yeah.
It's not quite... Yeah, it's around Saw 1, 2, or 3, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking gruesome. It's one of the worst things I've ever seen on any film or television media.
Mm-hmm.
Just visually, it sticks with you, traumatizing.
For a few hours.
Few hours. This is almost 12 hours later.
Don't watch it before you go to bed.
Yeah, have SpongeBob ready or something,
Yeah.
Have something lighthearted, The Office or something.
Something funny to go after that.
Yeah, a palate cleanser.
And get some like Oreos and milk to have after,
yeah,
so that you can like just feel better.
Get your stuffed animals and
yeah,
have all your friends around.
Get your boyfriend, get your girlfriend, get whoever you need, and it's fucked.
Yeah.
It's fucked. That's all I can say. So.
And record your reaction.
Yeah, record your reaction. If you're with someone, or it's fucking get a recording of the first 15 minutes of yourself.
Yeah.
Watching it. It's crazy. It's fucking insane. So we just want to let everyone know. All right, everyone. Bye.